Welcome to a brand new edition of Derby Tonight. I'm David Fuldigger.
And I'm Chelsea Ledbetter. It's June, and that means it's time for Primetime Emmy voters to fill out their ballots.
A lot of difficult decisions ahead. They will have to decide whether to give Tina Fey every award, or just most of them.
I don't think it's too early to call her the frontrunner for supporting actor in a drama series, multi-camera picture editing, and choreography.
As well as costume design for those adorable glasses.
It seems that no one has more industry or media support this year. She's so popular that she was just nominated by the Television Critics Association, despite the severe handicap of not having a penis.
The TCA does seem to favor testosterone, so much so that they've nominated House's Hugh Laurie for the fourth time instead of January Jones, who has received tremendous acclaim for her performance as the wronged wife on Mad Men. But they did nominate Glenn Close for Damages.
Glenn is a gender-ambiguous name. It is possible they mistook her for a man when they nominated her.
Do you think the critics' picks will influence the Emmy nominations?
Probably not, or else the Emmys would have to get rid of categories for women altogether.
There are two major, controversial changes to Emmy voting this year, the most important being the elimination of blue ribbon panels to decide the nominees. They will be determined instead by a popular vote.
For several years, they had experimented with a procedure to choose the nominees based on sample episodes. It was a noble venture, because left to their own devices, they have a tendency to nominate well-known Oscar winners for 15-second performances. Can we expect the same Pavlovian responses to famous names this time around?
I'm afraid we might. There is also the risk that Emmy's favorite shows will be name-checked at the expense of shows and performers voters are less familiar with.
There is no doubt that Bryan Cranston and Zelko Evenet can credit their Emmy victories last year to the blue ribbon panels. Now shows like True Blood, Better Off Ted, and Pushing Daisies, and actors like Alison Pill, Aaron Paul, Zachary Levi, and Elizabeth Moss will have an uphill battle, if they have any chance at all. January Jones too.
There's always a chance that such mindless name-checking could work in Moss and Jones's favor. Mad Men was their favorite drama last year, and could be an even stronger contender this year. If voters support the show en masse, it could mean nominations for both leading ladies, as well as supporting actress Christina Hendricks.
That is some comfort. But I would rather not rely upon the Television Academy to pick the right nominees by accident.
The second change is the elimination of the Individual Performance Award for variety programs.
This has proven a disastrous decision in every way. Now hosts and performers with their names in the title will be awarded if their program wins, while ensemble performers and guest hosts are marooned to the supporting categories for comedy series.
Yes, even Tracy Ullman will compete as a supporting actress for her own show, State of the Union. Does that show even have other cast members?
Meanwhile, the likes of Jeff Probst and Heidi Klum are still given their own category for saying variations of the phrase, "the tribe has spoken."
Don't forget the great skill with which Ryan Seacrest talks very slowly and then throws to commercial break to prolong unnecessary results shows. It requires abundant talent to say, "This is American Idol."
But variety contestants aren't the only ones crowding into the supporting races. There are also quite a few lead actors hoping to improve their chances of nomination by downgrading themselves to the lower category.
I for one think it's about time. Supporting actors have been running roughshod over the supporting categories for much too long.
Come again.
If supporting actors were really worth awarding, wouldn't they be leads?
They say there are no small roles, only small actors.
A phrase undoubtedly coined by a tall actor in a small role.
Don't you think it's unfair that lead actors like Chloe Sevigny and Jennifer Goodwin might have completely knocked their supporting co-stars Amanda Seyfried and Grace Zabriskie out of contention by competing in the same category?
If Amanda Seyfried wants to be nominated, she should get her own show like everyone else, Amanda Seyfried's State of the Union, and then she could call herself a supporting actress.
What should she call herself now?
Screwed.
That's for sure.
Well, that's all we have time for now. For Derby Tonight, I'm David Fuldigger.
And I'm Chelsea Ledbetter. Good night, and stay tuned for our continued coverage of the Primetime Emmy Awards.